Hey, welcome to a new week. It's great to see you again. I want to talk today about something that's very near and dear to me, and that's called how to live an inspired life. The thing that I have found to be so exciting for me in chiropractic is that what it is that we do for the population. You've heard the buzz. I wrote this book called The Social Outcast, and the reason why I wrote this book was because I wanted people to understand that success didn't come easy for me. Actually, success outside of chiropractic came very easy for me. And but when I got into chiropractic, I had some challenges, and the book goes through it and how I ended up dealing with the whole thing. But more importantly, what I noticed was in my early 20s, I was in the financial industry. I was doing financial planning and dealing with life insurance and things like that. And I was actually setting records, as far as accomplishments in that industry at a very young age. I was slated to be some new golden boy for this guy that recruited me, and I was really rocking and rolling. I was growing very quickly. And here's something that was very probably weird for you to hear, but though I was making good money, I'm in my early 20s, I'm living in what I used to call, what I thought was my friend's rich dad's house. I had bought a beautiful home at 21 years old. I had a Porsche. I was wearing white belt and white shoes, and I looked like a salesman about 40 years old. I started acting about 40 years old because I was in that whole environment, and it was different times back then, let's put it that way. But even so, the interesting thing was I was making lots of money, but I didn't feel inspired. All I talked about every day was death and taxes. I was making money. I wasn't really seeing life's change. I would go sell somebody some products, and I had confidence that maybe they would get some benefit from what I did. But it wasn't that inspiring. It just wasn't for me. And I had also introduced to chiropractic a few years earlier, where I was getting better from my ailments that I had in my teens. I had quite a bunch of neurological problems, and causing me some challenges. It's all in the book. You got to read it. It's pretty good. But I want people to understand that selling chiropractic to the public is what was kind of looked at sometimes. Is like, how do you get new patients? How do you close deals? How do you reach? All this stuff is all about kind of like selling. And I was making a bunch of money selling, but I wasn't inspired. When I got involved in chiropractic, and I started seeing, number one, the changes that was made in my life, and then the changes that were being made in the lives that of others that I was introducing the chiropractic to, it got me excited. I knew because of what we were doing, they were going to have a better life. I started seeing instant changes in attitudes, appearances. I remember this one patient of mine, when she first came in the door, she was actually carried into the office, and she looked pretty bad. When people are sick, they don't usually take care of themselves that well. And so in that situation, she came to our office, and she looked like she just got out of bed half the time. She probably hadn't bathed in a few days, had the old bedhead going on, and wasn't looking so great. And we got her under care. Now, every day she was, hobbling into the office, and one day, I remember seeing her, and oh my God, transformation. She had put makeup on, she had done her hair, and I kind of looked at her and I said, God, what happened to you, But I realized she probably woke up that morning and she was finally feeling good. And so what she did was she looked in the mirror and said, who's that? Who's that sick-looking person? And so she got inspired to take care of herself and do her hair and do her makeup because she was feeling better. And that's what inspiration does when you get excited about your own life. To build your practice, get inspired to what it is that you do. But when you're transforming people's lives, transforming a child who's got, developing some problems at a young age, or helping their parents learn how to, feed that child better and to keep them off of, immunizations and feeding them lots of sugar and causing, the new epidemic, adult onset diabetes at 12, and obesity and hypertension and all these problems caused by lifestyle. If you can become inspired to what it is that you can do to change those lives and look at yourself as part of helping people have an inspired, beautiful, great, healthy life, Well, that should inspire you. It should be no problem to get a new patient. Certainly not a problem to keep a patient, because when they're around you who's inspired by what you do, and they see other people in your office that are having the same inspiration, the same leadership, that inspires them. And they start telling other people about what you're doing. So when you all of a sudden can make your practice, the purpose of your practice, much greater than a lifestyle for yourself, an income for yourself, and make it a higher purpose to inspire your community, to transform your community, what happens is that warrior within you emerges. And that warrior doesn't look at anything as adversity. That warrior just knows that, hey, if there's an obstacle, we handle it. And that's what Inspired Life does. So, look at what you do. Look at the lives you changed. And let that inspire you. Don't let the one or two people that complain about something during the day direct the miracles you produce every day. Because we change lives. We inspire people to have a better life. And as chiropractors, well, we kick ass. See you next week.